It looks like a star, tastes like sunshine, and makes a killer garnish for fancy drinks. But this tropical fruit has a dark side. For some people, just one slice could literally poison them. That's right. We're talking about the starfruit, the glossy, golden fruit that looks like something out of a cartoon, but hides a chemical secret that can actually harm or even kill people with kidney problems. So how did such a beautiful fruit end up on the do not eat list for some? And what exactly happens when your kidneys meet this cosmic-looking snack? Let's find out right here on History of Food. Let's start with the basics. Starfruit, also known as Carambola, is native to Southeast Asia, but it's now grown across tropical regions worldwide, from the Philippines to Brazil. It gets its name, obviously, from its shape. When you slice it, it forms a perfect five-pointed star. It's sweet, tangy, and refreshing, sort of like if an apple, a lemon, and a grape had a tropical baby. Starfruit is loaded with vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants, which sounds great, until you realize that inside this bright little package is a compound that doesn't play nice with the human body. That compound is called Caramboxin, and for most healthy people, it passes through the kidneys just fine. But for anyone with kidney disease or reduced kidney function, it's a totally different story. Caramboxin might sound like a villain in a sci-fi movie, and honestly, it kind of is. It's a neurotoxin, meaning it affects the brain and nervous system. Scientists discovered it behaves a lot like glutamate, one of the brain's key neurotransmitters. That means it can overstimulate neurons, which is as bad as it sounds. In healthy people, your kidneys filter out caramboxin and other toxins, no problem. But when your kidneys aren't working properly, the toxin stays in your bloodstream. It starts to build up, traveling straight to your brain, and that's when the trouble begins. Symptoms can start mild, hiccups, nausea, confusion, but they can quickly turn serious. Seizures, vomiting, muscle twitching, and in extreme cases, even coma or death. And here's the scary part. It doesn't take much. For people with advanced kidney disease, just half a starfruit can cause symptoms. Some reported cases involved patients becoming severely ill or even dying after eating just a few slices. So how did we find out this cheerful-looking fruit could be so dangerous? Well, it wasn't through a villain's monologue. It was through medicine. In the 1990s, doctors started noticing a strange pattern in patients undergoing dialysis. They were coming in with neurological symptoms that didn't fit the usual complications. They were confused, having uncontrollable hiccups, or experiencing seizures. And the common factor? They had all eaten starfruit. Further studies confirmed it. Patients with kidney disease couldn't eliminate caramboxin effectively. Researchers even isolated the toxin in the lab and watched how it affected animals: tremors, paralysis, and brain hyperactivity. Not exactly the kind of thing you want from a fruit salad ingredient. Since then, hospitals, especially in tropical countries like the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brazil, have issued warnings for patients with kidney problems to avoid starfruit altogether. Now, before you start throwing out starfruit from your fridge, here's the good news. If your kidneys are healthy, you're fine. Your body's filtration system is like a 24-hour cleaning crew. It handles toxins like caramboxin without breaking a sweat. For most people, the compound gets flushed out quickly and never reaches dangerous levels. That said, moderation is key. Eating 1 or 2 starfruits occasionally won't hurt you. Eating 10 on an empty stomach, probably not your best idea, especially since starfruit is also high in oxalates, compounds that in large amounts can contribute to kidney stones. So while it won't poison most people, starfruit still deserves a little respect. It's like that one friend who's fun at parties, until they start mixing energy drinks with tequila. What's interesting is that in many parts of Asia and South America, starfruit isn't some exotic novelty. It's a staple. It's eaten fresh, juiced, pickled, and even used as a home remedy for a wide range of ailments, from fevers to hangovers. In the Philippines, for example, People love eating it with salt, especially the sour variety known locally as balimbing. In Brazil, it's a common breakfast juice. And in Malaysia, starfruit trees are so common that their fruit often ends up falling on sidewalks. So, you can imagine how shocking it was when health authorities started warning that the beloved balimbing could actually be lethal for people with kidney problems. Even today, hospitals in tropical countries occasionally see cases of starfruit poisoning, particularly among patients who are unaware of the risk. It's one of those strange intersections between culture, medicine, and chemistry, where something natural and delicious turns out to have a dangerous side effect. Here's a lighter note before we go full science again. Starfruit once caught NASA's attention. Because of its compact size, hydration, and high vitamin C content, scientists once considered it for inclusion in astronaut diets. But when they realized its neurotoxic potential, the idea got scrapped faster than you can say hiccup seizure. So yeah, even outer space didn't cut this cosmic-looking fruit. If we zoom in on the chemistry, Caramboxin works by interfering with GABA receptors in the brain. GABA is basically your brain's calm-down chemical. It prevents overexcitement between neurons. Caramboxin blocks that effect, leading to overstimulation. Think of it as your brain suddenly going from Netflix and chill to rock concert mosh pit. That overstimulation leads to convulsions, confusion, and the dreaded hiccups, a weirdly common symptom in starfruit poisoning cases. And the toxin isn't destroyed by heat or cooking, meaning even juicing or boiling starfruit doesn't make it safer for kidney patients. It's one of those rare toxins that survives every attempt to tame it. Here's the ironic twist. Starfruit is often marketed as a superfood. It's low in calories, rich in antioxidants, and has been touted for its ability to reduce inflammation and boost immunity. But for a subset of people, it's the exact opposite, a natural poison. It's a perfect example of how healthy isn't one size fits all. What's good for one person can be deadly for another, especially when your organs can't process it the same way. So while social media influencers are out there making starfruit smoothies for their glow-up, doctors are over here saying, maybe not for everyone. And here's the twist. Starfruit looks harmless. It's one of nature's prettiest creations. Shiny, star-shaped, and photogenic. But that's what makes it dangerous. It's the perfect metaphor for how looks can deceive. Because beneath that gorgeous yellow skin lies a compound capable of shutting down your nervous system if your kidneys can't keep up. So, what's the takeaway? For most people, starfruit is just another tropical treat, a sweet, tangy fruit that brightens up your plate. But for anyone with kidney disease, it's a serious no-go. The lesson here isn't just about one fruit, it's about understanding that natural doesn't always mean safe. Even something that grows on a tree and looks like a star can have a sinister side. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.